As someone who spends a lot of time helping other brands create Instagram Reels, one of the biggest questions I get asked is, Stephanie, how in the world do you create Reels when they have photos, especially when there's like a bunch of photos involved? Maybe you remember the add 27 photos to this Reel trend that was happening and is still happening on Reels, and you're wondering, how do I get past the 10 photo limit on Instagram, or what's just an easier way to put all these photos together? So in this video, I'm gonna be answering that question for you. And when you come across Reels where there are a lot of different images that you want to add to a Reel, I'm gonna give you my easiest ways to do just that. And by the way, if you're new around here and you've never signed up for my free class on Reels and growing your reach, followers, and customers with Reels, we'll have a link to that right below this video that you can watch for free. And now let's go ahead and jump right into it. The easiest and fastest way to add a photo into an Instagram Reel, if you need to add under 10 photos maybe, is to simply pull up the Instagram Reels editor. If you swipe up right here, you can have access to all of your camera rolls. So I'm just gonna tap on this photo here. This is where you can adjust, the length of time that this photo is going to be in your Reel. Tap add and it adds it to your Reel. So if we preview, you'll see the photo right here. But I do want to mention that if for some reason you don't have this feature, I do have another video on my channel where there's kind of a workaround where you can screen record your photos and add them actually as a video, even though it's a photo. That doesn't make sense. We'll put a link here and down in the description. You can hop over there and watch that right now if you just need to add a photo real quick. But my favorite way to add photos into an Instagram Reel is actually using an outside video editing app called InShot. But if I'm going to be working with, I already know in my mind, the Reel I'm making, I'm going to be working with a ton of different photos or a lot of different videos, and it's just, in my mind, I just hate doing that in the Instagram app, and I know some of you are with me on that. I've chatted with enough of you guys that it's just a pain in the butt sometimes. So I love using InShot. It's my preferred video editing program to use outside of Instagram. And to be fully transparent, it's not a completely free program, but it is very, very affordable. So there is a free trial. If you download it, you can try it out a little bit, see if you like it. It doesn't have access to all the features, but you can pay either $3.99 for a month, $14.99 for a year, or you can pay $34.99 to have lifetime unlimited access to all of the features in InShot. And out of all the different editing programs that I personally have tried, this one has been my favorite. It's so intuitive, easy to use. And this is just my go-to. Like when I'm doing a Reel, especially when there's lots of photos involved, I personally like putting those and piecing those together in something like InShot. So I'm gonna go ahead, if you wanna know exactly how to do that within InShot and kind of how that works, I'm gonna go ahead and show you exactly how to do that. And also, if we have a whole InShot tutorial that walks you through all of the features within InShot, so we'll be sure to link that down below as well. But for now, I'm gonna show you solely just if you download it and you're like, okay, I just need to know how to add some photos. I want them a few seconds long each or something like that. This is how you do it. So let me pull it up. All right, so I have the InShot app pulled up right here. When you open the app, this is what you're going to see, and we'll be sure to link this app down below. It is available for Apple smartphones and for Android, so whatever smartphone you use, you should be able to get it on here. And when you open it up, you'll see it says create new, and it has video, photo, or collage. I personally don't use the photo or collage at all. I just tap on video, and then we're going to tap new right here, and this is where it's going to pull up like all of your videos in your camera roll. You can also tap over to photos here, and you can tap through and add photos from your camera roll. Another thing I want to mention, at the bottom where it says album with a little up arrow, if you tap on that, you can go through all the different folders in your camera roll, which is really nice. And I usually, whenever I'm creating, I have a Reel in mind and I'm creating, say for example, that 27 photos to this sound video, I will create a folder first in my camera roll with all the photos I want to use. So it's just an easy tap through and add all of them instead of having to go through everything and try to find those photos. So that's just personally how I like to do it. But let me go ahead. I'm going to add a couple of photos in here and then I'll show you guys how to do this. All right, so for example, here's a folder with some photos, branding photos that I had taken. So I'm just gonna select, say I just want to add a bunch of these photos. So I'm going to select as many as I want to right here. Let's go ahead and just do one more. And then you're going to tap the green check mark in the bottom right hand corner. So go ahead and tap on that. Make sure you stay on the screen as it's loading, and then you'll see it automatically adds your photos into here. Now, I want to mention, you'll see there's some like white space above and below the photo. To change that, you're going to tap on the photo so it's selected with the little white box around right there. You're going to tap on canvas, and then you're going to tap on zoom, and then I usually do, I believe it's full. Yes. Okay. So I tap on full so like it fills the entire screen. You can also adjust that right here, like wherever you want. And then once I have done that, I tap actually the double check marks and the left hand side to the left of where it says ratio. If you tap on that and tap apply to all, it's going to, we're going to go ahead and tap the check mark on the far right hand side now to the right of background to come out of this. And it's going to apply that to all of the photos that you just added to your video. So you don't have to go in and like do that individually for each photo. So now from here, whenever you tap on a photo, you'll see like little arrows on either side. This is where you can adjust how long. You'll see that number go up and down as I move this left to right, right? So like right now it's at 2 seconds. Over here, it's at 5.7 seconds, and that's how you adjust how long you want the photo to pop up. So I use this a lot, especially like if I'm showing like behind the scenes of a photo shoot, I'll add, you know, you can push that plus icon at any time to add another video or photo or multiple. So maybe I'll add a video right here, like a behind the scenes from this shoot, and then I would show like the final images kind of thing. That's something I really, really like using this app for, like those types of videos. You could do the same thing if like you're a photographer wanting to show off photos, if you're wanting to use a trend and you know how long the photo should be in that trend. Like I know there's some reels that will actually tell you like how long to make each photo, and then you can add it to the sound, which is really nice if you ever come across those. But that's the basics of how to, you know, if I'm gonna create a reel with a ton of different images, and InShot again has so many more features beyond this. You can do like cool transitions. Like if you see that little white box with the little line in it between photos, that's where you can add a ton of different like types of transitions in between photos. So if you've ever seen that and you want to do that in your reels, there's so much you can play with in here that is just super, super handy. And honestly, I think more intuitive and easier than something trying to do it in Instagram. And then once you're done with a reel, you just tap in the upper right hand corner. There's a little box with an arrow that's pointing up. If you tap on that and you tap, you know, you can change whatever settings you want. I usually just leave it at these settings right here. You just simply just hit save, and then it saves it directly to your camera roll. And then once it's done saving to your camera roll, all you have to do is pull up Instagram Reels and add it to your Reels editor, which I'll show you here in just a second. So now I'm back over in the Instagram app. So if I want to add that InShot video that I just exported, I would simply swipe up right here. It's going to be the last video there, and then you'll see it's still photos that I've added to this reel, which is super handy. All right, guys, if you want more information on Instagram Reels, learning how to grow with Reels, then you definitely need to check out that class, that free Reels class. We'll have a link right down below this video, and you are able to instantly watch a free 1-hour class on how to grow your reach, followers, and customers with Reels. We've had literally thousands of people watch this class and absolutely love it. So be sure to watch. And also I want to mention too, if you are someone who's wanting to grow with Reels and you want to connect with others, either from this YouTube channel or others in my community who are doing the exact same thing, you can also join my free Reels course Facebook community. So Reels growth Facebook community, I should say. It's a free community where you can join and connect with others, ask questions, and get more helpful tips on growing with Reels. And as always, be sure to subscribe to my channel because I upload new YouTube videos every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want the opportunity to ask questions as I post new videos, to stay up to date on new content, be sure to subscribe. Around here, we are all about helping brands grow online with easy content creation and doing that confidently. So if that sounds awesome to you, be sure to subscribe. We'd love to have you around, and we will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.